Another beautiful time here with my brother, Work Seeker, all the way from the northern region. He visited Accra and I decided to take advantage of it so that we will hear from him. How do we get people like that to speak to us about the things around us that we need to know? You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Nice meeting you again.
Thank you.
Today I've catch you up.
Yeah.
Yes. How's been your stay?
The stay is good. I have a wonderful host.
Okay.
All of you are being kind to me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm grateful for that.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
We are doing the part 2 of the first message we did at Nyansa TV studio.
Yes.
And you started talking about the creation story, understanding this body. You said so many things, people were confused. I wanted to today take your time and take us to the part 2, the soul. When you mentioned the soul, the body, the spirit, you even explaining it. Your point is different. We want to hear from you. When you hear the word soul, how does it play out?
All right.
Let's hear you.
Okay. So the thing is, I explained that from light, which is like the highest frequency representing fire, that is where we came from, and from light we descended down into water, which is like what the soul is, and from the water then we descended down into earth, which is what the physical skin is.
Okay.
So in talking about what the soul is, the soul is that one piece that keeps every information about who you originally were before you descended into matter.
Take it again.
The soul, is one thing that represents every memory of you in this life, in your past life, in your previous life, in your life before you started the reincarnation cycle. You were an incarnate. There was nothing like re.
Okay.
You existed without time. Time started, then you begin to reincarnate. You had to go from matter back to spirit, and then from spirit again back to matter. So the difference or the gap between spirit and then matter is what your soul is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So when it comes to knowing what the soul in-houses, every single one of you inside of this dimension, you keep memories. You have something called memories. From the very moment that you are able to perceive sound from the uteruses of your mother, you send out frequencies that allows you to resonate, or that allows you to match the frequency of your environment. That is how you build yourself from the uteruses to come out into this world.
Wow. Wow. So as you're saying, our father had a thought of giving birth.
Yes.
So that thought of feeling came, then he releases that air, that water from his body into the uterus. Then this uterus will mold this water into this body, which is a solid, right?
Yes.
So that you can really come out as a living body.
And then to experience this dimension.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So if you mention that the soul is the bridge between the spirit and the physical, who created the soul?
Yeah. The soul creation is like a gift. When I was explaining about the Adam and Eve story, okay, you were created to be the representative, or to take the likeness and the imageness of the one who created you, which is the highest life form of what energy represents. In this dimension, more friend in Yame. Obo ade de obo ewiase ni bibia no, ono na ebo okra no.
Okay.
So in that extent, okra no eye divinity a or host your original domain, no. About like me telling you, say, or collective consciousness, no, as a whole being, no, ono na house it. Okay? That is what your soul is made up of. And your soul, no, they are no, and they say, apart from what is called light, okay, came the resonance of water. So it's like the second highest form of everything that exists inside of this dimension. So bibi ni asasi we so a ne tumi eso sen so agesa woja.
Okay.
Yes. So because of its limitless nature, no, because of its abundance nature, no, anything that nyame or de okra no resemble sa creation no. Send before you can go back into being spirit form no, and was said we are baptized. You have to be reborn again. And as the stages of development are, before you came out, you started from spirit. And then you condensed into water. And from the waters of creation came your physical manifested body. So it's the same way when they tell in the Bible that Jesus can say, and if you want to see the kingdom of God, or one can only enter into the kingdom of God when you are reborn.
Unless you go back to your mother's womb and to be born.
And to be born again. That is what born again means. It's not about dipping someone who confirms or be action or baptizing. That is not what baptism is. Baptism is about baptizing yourself with the 80% of your soul resonance. Rewashing yourself and understanding that when you're different with the entirety of creation, you are all one in a moving thread. When you are all trapped here in your physical self as the dimension of the lowest frequency, which is yourself as the body.
Wow. So where come the story of creation in different texts? For example, the religious texts like this, the scriptures like the Bible, the Quran, and other texts that have a way to describe the beginning of this earth, how things were created. Yes. Where come those stories?
That everything has to come from your soul. Okay? The way your soul is, just like the way water is, you have the ability to manipulate water. Okay? Taste with the original taste of water will be different, but it is still the same water. You understand? So information by in its original form, and now from far away, that is why like I don't document things. When I came before I left, I didn't document anything. Everything was told in the form of a storyline.
You came and left how?
One thing about creation, they say, remembering what your past lives are. Okay? There are ways in which you can gain back your past memories without you having to do anything as complex as people think that it is.
Okay.
Okay. I remember this past lives, who was I? Because and yet limited to the Bible. All the books that exist inside of this world talking about these certain people that came, these certain people that wrote this, these certain people that achieved this, these certain people that painted this, these certain people that achieved all this kind of height that ever existed, without you knowing, say, whether what they are saying is actually true or not. You just know that they say this particular person came at this age, and then he came and brought this and that and that.
He died this age, he did this, he did that.
Without you knowing, and so what do you do? What do I say?
Yeah.
That is what it means for us to be a reflection of one another.
Okay.
What trust the soul, what the person come and did, that is what you are trusting. You are not trusting the body.
Okay.
Yes. So if you want to remember your memories, all you have to do is raise your frequencies.
Raise your frequencies. How do you do that?
Yes. At the end of the day, I can't tell you say like abandon everything that exists inside of this realm. Everything is always operating at a certain frequency. Abandon sika on a frequency. Abandon eduane bia creation bia fridge, phone, computers, all of them now. They have a particular frequency that you need to attain in order to be able to access them. Laptop a consuming power to say like 5 watts. Unless say what block 5 watts inside that.
What do you mean so?
Oh, I know I tell you my frequency here. But when it comes to Nipaduano, you don't have that. Okay? Who original frequency the frequency of 9, which is the highest form of frequency that exists. Okay? So in that frequency, what descending, you descending from that frequency, now you become 8. Okay?
Swati.
Yes, Oswati. So Oswati is 8 is neither A nor B. 8 is like this. A bit in your say and na. So you being able to raise your vibration simply means that level was is here whatever is coming inside of your mind, you are operating at a particular resonance, at a particular frequency. Apart from that, your original frequency, which is 9, what is Swaba from? Level of vibrations to change. Remember, vibration says it's different. No vibration, ne madam for vibration. Or be a vibration, you're different. Okay? So the level of vibration that you are on, that is the level of information that you get from your original 9 frequency.
So how will I know my level of vibration to be able to set myself apart, to be able to connect to my past without going through any form of spiritual certain exercises that people are doing of nowadays?
Yeah. The thing is that if you want to go back, there's the surest way to do is to lift the weight of your mass. The weight of your body.
How do you do that?
Yes. You can do that by fasting. One of the best ways to do it is through fasting.
So if you fast and you are growing lean, it means you are getting
growing lean simply means that you are losing something that wasn't there in the first place. That is what it means.
Okay.
Yes, your original essence, before fasting, before you started eating something into your body, you are reverting back to your original self. And yes, sir, it doesn't mind the number of fasting that you do. So we are on your now we are kesia, obey kesia, sir.
Oh, see, so all you're fasting now, so when you're losing weight, it means that you are just going back to your original, how your body was supposed to be.
Yes.
When it gets to that stage, you will not go down again.
You will not go down again. And they so do that level. Now you are comfortable with yourself. You are comfortable with your skin, and you are comfortable with everything around you. It's about being able to stabilize yourself. When you can do that level, then you stop chasing things. Everything that they are trying to show us is to take us away from our true self. They don't need the money. They don't need the food. They don't need anything from you. All they need is for you to keep growing denser, to keep losing yourself. Because there are most of you right now, when they tell you to remember what you did last 2 weeks, you don't remember everything. Meanwhile, you have the mind of water. Water never forgets. So how come by that you lose that part of yourself in which you previously remembered?
Wow.
That is the power they gain over you. Omotia says like 5 senses, you being able to touch, you being able to smell, you being able to feel, you being able to hear, okay, you being able to communicate, all these your 5 body senses, is what they are hampering on. Everything that is being created is to enhance this feeling in you.
So that the senses will be active.
Say that your senses, physical senses will be active, and your spiritual senses will be asleep. Because nipa say ade a we enne na oni ajeso no achena, that is, you want to experience more of that tomorrow. That is how they get you drowned. They know you always want things to be fast, to be easy. They know that. And easy makes you dull.
To get things easy makes you dull.
It makes you dull. When it comes to attaining yourself, they will tell you like, oh, first on a fufu. Tim. Before you eat fufu, you have to pound the food, put emotions inside that food.
Put energy inside it.
Yes. You pound it, and when you are enjoying it, you know that I'm working and I've enjoyed what I've worked for. Now, no more of need fufu aba.
The yam.
The yam. Sisi anenye sabio. Obia sorry a ope. Ntem de be ntem man.
Fast food.
Fast food no wa ye no quickly. Sisi a no what digest it. What di Adrian say like it is going to digest fast because you are able to shit it out the next day, What do you say, But what happened? Did you eat it the same way you shit it out? You could do salad now. If you eat what you digest, eat right now, and then the next minute that you are going to relieve yourself, it doesn't smell like anything that you've eaten. It doesn't look like anything that you've eaten. You are disgusted by it. So where do you think that those things that have been put, store more? Where are they?
Wow. So for me to attain that my higher self, the key principle is that this body must go back to its original state.
Yes.
And one of the principles you said is fasting.
Fasting.
Any fasting, just denying myself food. Is that not starvation and all that?
Yeah. In a way, you are not supposed to deny yourself food. Okay? I'm not just telling you that you should wake up one day and then you stop eating. Now, when you do that, it's not going to work. Okay? You are still existing in that mindset, you know? And it doesn't take one day to reprogram your mind. It doesn't take one day for you to access the 80% of your brain that has been asleep all this while. Okay, so you need steps. The first step you should do is try switching your foods. If you eat 5 times a day, okay, and make the other two fruit juices. Fruit juices. Although the watermelons or not any the apples any the akeka a high content of water no cucumbers no omo find way say omo betinya alter no alteration is say omo yi original frequency na ida so no ama no so abaye dense the energy na e wo mu no endorse name efrewie no
to say kane na nka na nka tie no.
Yes, cucumber no one original former o hwe so a betumi ahu say yes cucumber ni watermelon one original former obetwa the to ebedi weeks it will not spoil. But now if you cut watermelon and put down few days without the fridge, you know, bibia inside never rot. You see, they've just found a way to increase it because munipa no omanya ntia say mono you don't care what happens to your body. All you care about is making money. So they'll find a way to amplify that watermelon and make it it's like you taking an abortion pill. That's what abortion pill does. Not abortion pill and yes I pill a magic pill biao. And we inside now we see it increases the speed of the development of the fetus. So about the sana moja ne ben yin that and yin na ko do time na was saying soon a pie as I me water broke and I mean corner no. Then if your water break and moja na best no then it will come out as you have an abortion or miscarriages. That is what happens with the fruit. That is
so if I do 5 times, I will do 4 times a day. Now I have 2 major meals. Then I have to change those one to juices.
Yes.
Even the juices, because you're very selective on which fruits to take and what or what not.
Yes. If you are taking the fruits for the beginning, the fruits are not some are altered. Okay, so you can increase exercise on it. Those of you that can do exercise.
You add exercise to it.
Yes. It doesn't matter what exercise you are going to do, as long as it involves your physicality doing something in which it will allow you to sweat. If you feel better, after that one, it's okay.
Wow. You were touching on that Adam and Eve story.
Yeah.
And before we jump into this area of meeting ourselves, honestly, everybody wants to see his past life, why he's on earth and where he's going. That is everybody's dream to understand it, so that whatever we are doing, we will stop the selfishness and concentrate on our assignment. Because I'm chasing your dreams, I'm trying to do what you are doing because I don't know why I'm here. So when you are doing mobile money, I want to do something. If you are building a house, I want to build. Maybe I'm not here to come and build houses. If you are buying cars, I'm just trying everything possible to also get cars to buy and all that, which might not be. That's why I'm asking the story. But living there, tell me about the Adam and Eve story.
Okay. So
why that story?
The story is about Omono, you are light. I mean, you're very simple. Okay? Oh, you're light. And from light, you know, the only way you can go that is not light is matter. Okay? Light, say, any sex organ. Okay. Light doesn't have a sex organ. Okay? It produces. Production simply means that in its original form, or created as you think.
Tell me about the Adam and Eve story. So, why would they use such a story if they were not the first people that were created? Why would they use such a story to tell us about how this world evolved?
Yeah, I'm more in a way that when they say you are a spirit, it doesn't just represent 2 people, 2 beings. No. Who was saying was spirit? No spirit. But for no spirit. Every single thing inside of this realm was spirit. Okay? So when you move from spirit, you go to the denser state, the second level, which is the soul. Okay? So them telling you about the story of Adam and Eve, they are trying to tell you that when you moved from light, you took two forms. You took two forms. So these two forms represent the left and then the right side of you, the sun and then the moon.
Okay.
You see? So it's not just Adam and Eve becoming physical. Every other spirit that existed became physical. Every spirit.
So you became the feminine side and the masculine side of yourself.
Of yourself, in which inside the feminine exists a masculine, and inside the masculine exists a feminine.
So they say he took his ribs and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
That one person can lie to you. The one side of the body can deceive you.
Yes.
So you should be able to control this body.
Yes.
And what about the God factor they put in? And God visited them in the garden and saw they were naked. I just want to understand this. See, if it's clearer, it helps people to understand and appreciate it better.
Yeah. The voice that they told you came from the garden. There is something. Energy does not have one singular body.
Okay.
God as a person. If you people like personifying God as being as us. Okay, but God is never like you.
How is he like?
No. He is a spirit, and spirit doesn't have a definite form. If you want to understand what God is, look at water. If I tell you to describe water, what will you say?
It's formless.
If I tell you to describe fire,
it's also formless.
If I tell you to describe the
earth is also without form.
And those are the very things that you've condensed yourself into. So if you are looking for God, what are you really looking for?
Wow.
It doesn't have a form. So the voice inside of the garden, the voice never spoke to Adam until Adam became matter. Adam, where did they state it anywhere in the Bible that God was having a conversation with Adam before?
No.
Why? Because Adam embodied God. He created your body as his temple and deposited his treasures within you.
Wow.
You became the truest essence of God.
Look at it.
You understand? So you keep becoming dense. Adam being able to hear God, simply represents the fact that Adam descended from his highest form, from his God form, which is 9.
So it was not God using clay to form a man and breathing life into the man.
When they talk about the creation story, we need a board. The 7 days of creation, I can just classify it and tell you that it was created in 3 days. The 3 water, fire, and then your earth element. All of it is classified under 3. 3 days of creation. That's you. It was never 7. It was never 7. 7 was the body.
So you mentioned the fact that the people existed before Adam and Eve.
Yes.
Who created them?
It's the spirit. I told all of you condensed at the same time. It didn't happen like you will condense today and me too, I'll condense tomorrow. I told people like you were created to be the highest form in God's throne. So when that happened, you are still at your light body. You are still existing in the purest essence of yourself. So one man takes one bite at one apple, all men suffers.
It doesn't make sense.
Yes. Because all of you are spirit.
Oh.
You are all operating at a frequency of 9. So if 9 takes something, the other 9 gets affected. Because every frequency that I put inside my mouth, you are also 9. You are going to feel it. He's going to feel it. They are going to feel it. Every spirit that is around me is going to feel exactly what I did.
Wow. Wow.
So you became dense. You started to appear in form.
So it is not the physical story as we run, but then it have more deeper understanding to the soul spirit relationship.
It has deeper meaning to it. The only way for you to find out is to start growing.
This growing idiot.
This growing idiot. You have to start growing. And when you begin to grow, then it will come to a time that you will just feel like, okay. So the story of Jacob inside the Bible. Who is Jacob? Who is Michael? Who is Matthew? Who is Noah? Immediately you begin to grow this your spirit, to the 3rd degree. You just only need 3.
Wow.
From your earth element to your sacred, which is the water. When you get to the fire, which is the spirit, you begin to remember who you were in your past life.
Wow.
You will just remember it vividly. You just wake up one day and it will be like, oh boy, I've been trying to know this. And now you know you are Isaac. And now you know you are Noah. It happens within a blink of an eye.
Wow.
And when that truth hits you, you will be in self-denial.
You will not accept it.
You will not accept it that you were Mary Magdalene. Wunjin dise na we are Mary. Wunjin dise na we are Isaac. Wunjin dise na we are Noah. Wunjin dise na we are Luke. We are way ni na omo kan of Bible ni. And all the books are wunjin dise na you are that one.
Wow.
But as time goes on, just compare your life. It's not about comparison, yourself. You will just listen and then the information will come to you.
When you get to that level
of awareness, now you will fit into the shoe of what Luke was doing.
What has been your major surprise after you discovering yourself and beginning to receive information from your past? What are some of the things you've seen that surprises you?
Yeah, for the first time, it came. I was watching a particular movie, and then the movie went halfway, and then it got to a point where they orchestrated to put the guy down. The guy pretended. He started at the beginning pretending that, oh, he is God.
Okay.
He's the one. He can heal people. He can do this. He can do that. And then he believed in himself that he could do that. So it got to a time when he laid his hand on people, they begin to heal.
Okay.
So that was when he was like, I didn't do this. No, I don't want this. I was just doing it for the money's sake. But in his heart, his intentions were pure. So he rejected the role of being that character. He refused, and then they called him, the churches called him, and then they were telling him that, you that can heal people. If you don't stop what you are doing, you have to come and work for us, or we'll do this and that. And he said, I do not want this power, you should take it. If you can take it,
wow.
So I was watching that movie, watching it to some certain extent. And then it was like, moving in a frame. A frame, when I just saw the mother cry. I don't know where tears and Africa. My hand was stretching towards the TV. I'm a sunny movie. So it happened that way. I rejected the fact that this was the person that I am.
I don't get it. You were that person in the movie?
I was the representation of what that person is.
Exactly what is happening to the person?
Exactly what is happening to the person, no. It's me.
Wow. You could relate it that way?
I could relate it directly. And then it just spoke to me that, what? So I refused the idea. I said, I also refused. Left and right and back. There's no way. So I accept the responsibility with that.
Wow.
That is when I begin to see things. I begin to know. I just begin to see, like, who accept, one that.
Some more.
You want? So, at the beginning, he told me that find out who you are. If you're able to find out who you are and you still want to kill yourself, then go ahead.
So this finding is what I'm talking about. Let's say you find yourself. After finding yourself, which portion surprises you most?
Me finding out that
this is really who you are.
That was the part that shocked me the most.
You thought it was not possible for you to discover yourself?
I refused.
So when it comes to the full consciousness, full realization of yourself, you become surprised about it.
I become surprised because the responsibility that guy has to do, is too much. It's too much for a normal person like this to bear.
Wow. So they actually showed you through the movie.
Yes.
Describing the assignment.
It's not just one movie. It started with the movie. Started with people talking. I will just ask something, the next minute, someone is talking exactly what I'm asking. I'll go in social media and that hand is stretching out. Every part of my life, when I begin to read things, it just opens itself like, wow, there's no way you can go.
Wow.
So such kind of responsibility, nipa. So it taunted me for a long time.
Okay.
Until I came to the realization that if I don't accept this, there's nothing that I can do. So one day I just and I just like, okay, Mayor, I'll do it.
Wow. It's a very tough decision, eh?
Yeah. Killing this body, I finally understood what this paralysis was all about.
Okay.
I finally understood. It's not just me waking up and going to do exercise, to do flip overs and then break my neck. People don't break their neck and survive. I broke my neck and survived and lost my body. So my body as a sacrificial for others, it goes way beyond this dimension.
So was it a karmic experience?
It was a karmic death. They made it in a way that I will not be able to come back.
Wow. How did you survive that?
There is one thing that leaves this world. The only way to leave this world is two ways.
Talk to us.
Yes. The first one is to go through the sun.
You vanish?
It's a portal.
You vanish?
Yes. That is the only way. You can go through light speed when you get to the sun to leave this realm. Or you can go deep under the ocean to the last depth of it. There's another portal there. There are only two portals. Your heaven and then your earth. These are what transmutes energy.
Oh.
These are what transmutes energy. And it's like every time that I go to sleep, I wake up because of people crying. Every time I go to sleep.
Wow.
Your crying always wakes me up, whether I like it or not.
Who are these people crying?
The same people that never listens.
They are crying as in physical.
Yes. They'll be calling, come. And when you finally come, and you can't tell them exactly who you are because everyone has a mental picture
of you,
of what you are supposed to represent. So you can't come out and tell them this you are. You told them that you will be back, and when you are back, you are bringing them a gift of immortality. A gift of immortality simply means that you are going to show them how to remove this planet's grid, to start moving and then escaping the prison in which you created for yourself.
Wow.
When you return back to your original body, there's nothing like death.
Well, but definitely people will die.
There is nothing like death. That is why the frequency of my birth month is going to start washing everything. It already started a long time ago. But on April, that is when we begin the work.
So honestly, before we close down on this one, the soul that comes here, come and experience, go through experiences, leave this body, come back again in a form of reincarnation. Can the soul go and never come back?
When the soul goes and never comes back, it goes through the void.
Is that because of a mistake?
No. When you make mistake, you come back to heal. That is why you are never going anywhere. When you make a mistake, mistakes are the representation of the pieces in which you've covered your soul with. Fear is the beginning. And after fear comes regret. After regret comes self-blame.
Okay.
After self-blame comes grief. After grief come lies.
Wow.
After lies comes blindness. After blindness, then you join the people that are oppressing you.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So as they call it, the Muslim call it Al-Jannah, the Christians call it heaven. This soul will experience this, or it's also a myth?
The heaven here and the hell here concept has to do with you being able to heal your fear. The very thing that is putting your soul to sleep. Those are the very things. Because they are telling me that if I die and I don't believe in one particular thing,
You're
if
going
I
to
die,
hell.
I'm going to hell. And when I die, I leave the body here. What is then going to the hell? I was spirit. I was fire before I became earth. So what does the soul have to be afraid of fire? You are going back to being spirit.
Wow.
That is what hell is. Hell in this physical plane is everything that is happening to you out of the kindness of your own ignorance.
Out of the kindness of your own
Your
ignorance.
own ignorance. For the lack of knowledge.
My people perish.
When you gain knowledge, what do you think happens? You descended from light to matter. You actually feel like these people that are here creating all these circumstances to make sure that society creates another portrait of you. Because immediately you are born into this physical realm, you start creating a different picture of yourself.
Exactly.
So you actually feel like these people, they will show you the way for you to free yourself by telling you that you need to heal your fear, you need to heal your regret, you need to heal your self-blame. They will tell you that there's only one person that can heal you, and that person is God. So who is you?
I can't heal myself.
If you are the embodiment of God, who is you?
Then you are God.
So if you are able to forgive yourself, then what happens?
God has forgiven me.
Whatever is bound on earth is bound in heaven. So when you are able to forgive yourself for all these trespasses, then you begin to create a heaven for yourself. You no longer live in bondage. You no longer live in punishment. You no longer live in self-assaulting. Simply because you feel this world is putting pressure on you. And you don't need money for that. You don't need to pay any pastor for that.
Wow. My last question, but not the least.
Okay.
I am asking to understand the line between the body, soul, and spirit. How do we enjoy this life and make sure all of them are served right?
Yes.
Because they are playing different roles. They are interconnected to one another.
Yes. The first thing you must understand is that you are a spirit. And as the spirit that you are, if you want to be in this physical flesh while still experiencing everything in its fullest form, okay, you need to live in a balance with your soul. It's not about becoming completely good. It's not about becoming completely bad. No. It's about maintaining the balance inside of the middle. You having the awareness of knowing that me doing this is evil. Me doing this is good. That is everything that you need.
Okay, you yourself having that
feeling,
self-awareness that
yes,
what I'm going to do
is
not good.
It ain't great.
So it's not about the 10 Commandments written down. That's not about it.
It's not about that. Who wrote the 10 Commandments? Man. God never told you to write anything down. Writing is in a dense form of yourself like me. History only favors the winners. When they won, they wrote history for you to read and then follow.
Wow.
You became arranged in an orderly form.
Gold Figure Transport and Engineering Services. She nano kamensha Gold Figure Transport and Engineering Services and kadie yeme. hwe omudi u from sisia say o pabo say quarry dust quarry stone anase o pe building materials entem param de amount hwe kwakukura ka kire me say na dan a wo sie no na won hye den kuta sika nanso o twetwe sika kakra for building materials ebre so ye na no enom de nyina bre ne wasiri da etima ne ho adwo no gold figure transport and engineering services omo trucks akese a ehwe anua ne bre wa help ye ne ho ombo so da form ball call usika ne no so mpo a kakra na ombebo am wasu dan a asum dwiem gold figure mo ye number 1 per blocks types ahodo nyina bi o hie bia frey gold figure ye number 1 frey number no. The last section is going to take the area of his understanding of this soul, spirit, body. We are all seeking to get to a certain level in life, gaining certain things around us that will make us comfortable. You go out there, work so hard to make money, buy certain things, live a certain life so that you feel comfortable, drive certain cars, build houses, and then leave some legacy for your children. Does all these things matter in this life?
No. Your sole purpose for coming into this world is to know who you are. Discover who you are. To live life fully, you must know life what fully means. Hope I say we enjoy as I see we. First of all, discover what it means for me to be in this world. If I was created out of nothing, just to die and send nothing, then why was I created in the first place?
Adejana Abaya, Adejana Abesanko.
And to Bahasa wearing.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. All the people inside of this world that are telling you that you were born purposely to praise God. Tell me this. Tell me this. If God created you in your images, in his own image and likeness, why don't you worship yourself when you are worshiping something else? If the water is formless and shapeless, if the fire is formless and shapeless, if the earth is formless and shapeless, why do you think that you need not to appreciate these things? Okay? But you need to worship something out of these things. It's common sense.
I understand it.
When you praise water, water has memory. Every water that you've ever drank, every water that you've ever seen inside the ocean or anywhere else, they have memory.
Of you?
Of you. The water looks at you like I'm looking at you. When you talk to water, the molecular structure of that water changes. Speak to it in a bad tone, it will react. Speak to it in a good tone, it will react. Same way goes to the earth, same way goes with the fire. Yeah.
So I buy a bottle of water, I speak over it, and all the energizers speak to it.
You don't need anointing oil or anointing water, my brother. You can make your own anointing oil or your own anointing water. Get coconut, feed it enough sunlight, you have your anointing oil. Get bottle of water, feed it enough positive vibe. Every day when you wake up, just hold the water like that, rub your palms together. Hold that water, and then you close your eyes and you allow the sun energies to pass through you and then to charge that water. And let me tell you, you will use it, whatever dream that is hunting you, it will become much clearer. The thing is that you create your own fear and then you live it.
So we created the fear that we cannot do it unless somebody special does it for us. And because of that, we are living in that fear and paying for its consequences by spending money.
You created a prison for yourself and then you are paying someone to keep you inside the prison. Yeah. Instead of the money that you are gaining, these little things that you are gaining, use it and then help one another. We are just the reflections of each other. We are the only thing that looks like one another. Do you understand? There is nothing inside of this world with 5 eyes that you can see physically. Your brother has 2 eyes, you have 2 eyes. 2 legs, you have 2 legs. 2 hands, you have 2 hands. And you don't see that person as being a reflection of yourself. And then you have to understand that when I'm talking about water, water is one thing that reflects everything. when you look inside water, water reflects you. Okay? When you look at another person reflects you. That should tell you that the soul, it is just existing at a different frequency from one another, from a different vibration. You are all one. Okay? Fear is something that you create. Original fear exists, but that fear has to do with obiba with cheese here and over here say boo. You come and the person comes and say because the amount of information that is existing inside of your brain cannot be handled by the body. Only 3% of it, only a fraction of it can the body interpret it. So apart from that fear, there's nothing like fear in this world. Fear comes when you begin to lose your connection with the earth element. You don't ground yourself. You don't walk barefoot again. You rather prefer wearing Nike, Monster shoes, latest design, Versace, Gucci. Koso? When you wear these soluble things, they disconnect you from the earth grade. Now there are grading system inside of your palms and your legs.
Yeah.
These things are purposely there to transmute energy. They are there to amplify energy and then to transmute it. Copper. Copper is a very good conductor of electricity.
Exactly.
Very good. If you are dancing, you are communicating with the mother. And all the local dances that they teach you, it's not just for fun.
I understand. You need to be banging your feet.
Yes, bang your feet and allow the frequencies to reach the mother. The mother has cure to everything. And you are saying, I don't mind those that are trying to destroy you. Focus on yourself. Focus on dancing. Focus on gaining sun energy. Focus on speaking to your waters before you drink. Be grateful for life. Be grateful for yourselves. And then everything around you will serve as a reminder of yourself for you to remember who you are.
Whoa. So even in the course of the day, these are certain things I must take into notice.
Daily. It's a daily, it requires no work. When you begin to acknowledge the presence of a tree, there is a tree here. Hi tree, how are you doing today? You didn't hear anything. Go away. The next day, keep repeating that. You will come to a time, you and that tree, you will begin to hear something from the tree. You look at the tree and you begin to feel something different. Everything happens with emotion from your heart. Your heart is going to tell you exactly where you need to go. All you have to do is stop fighting it.
Because my father or my pastor did not say it, this is wrong, so you keep on fighting it.
The pastor is like you. Your malam is like you. They are even of a lower conscience than you are.
Why?
Because they've joined the system. I told you that from the chakras, when you get to your crown chakra, when you get to this place, your pineal gland, which has something to do with the illusion of this world, you will see the world for what it is. Musicians, actors, all these celebrities, they've seen the truth. That is why they go into contracts, to keep your mouth shut.
Wow.
That is this. And yet, you have to go into a contract. So they goes into contract with their spiritual fathers, which is like serving the people that are sitting on top of you. The people trying to tell God that your own creation, I'm going to devour everything right in front of you. Just like the way God gave the concept to go and tempt Job inside the Bible. That is what the devil is doing to you.
Can I stay without going to church, going to anybody to teach me?
Going to church, you can go to church. Okay? Just make sure that when you are in the church, you are what you create inside the church, you go there with good intentions. Okay? Sing the gospel songs. It's God's spell. That is your spell. You are the one singing. You are the one putting the spell out there. When you put that song down there, it will only be beat. Beat are frequencies in its rawest form. You have to add your voice to give it meaning. Like you name everything inside this world. So if you want to get the deepest depth, go there, sing the hymn, let the emotions in, feel it, and then use it to create something that you want. Don't pray to God somewhere to create it for you. I said, still away, that's why all of you, you cry all the time. All the time, Musu, all the time, come and help, come and help, come and help. I said, you just giving birth to you freshly as a seed and you refuse to grow. You refuse to grow.
You're expecting your growth, but you're not growing.
Yeah. Your Father in heaven is expecting you to grow. If you are not able to grow, even if I give you Jannah, even if I give you heaven, you will still go and destroy the way you are destroying this place.
Wow.
So you need to prove to me that one can say no. When you get that chance, you'll be creating instead of destroying.
Oh.
You see?
Wow.
You will create. And yes, I wouldn't devil no more difference.
You mentioned good living spiritually. What do they mean?
Living good.
To you, good living as far as life is concerned.
Good living is being authentic. You don't have to fake anything for anyone to do anything.
Okay.
Be authentic. Love yourself. And if you can provide for someone else, don't deny them the opportunity.
Wow.
Don't say that because I need to save for tomorrow. Someone that is suffering today, I don't care about them.
Right.
Tomorrow is non-existent. Tomorrow never arrives. Whatever actions that you take today is going to determine the outcome of your tomorrow. It's as simple as that. Okay? Each of you has a timeline that is an infinite. You have an infinite timeline in each of your souls. Your reality stone or your reality existence, which is your root chakra, has multiple realities, 999 of them, already created and ensured by you, by the Father, by the All-Father. All you have to do is create one word. Create one word. Who creates our word now? Then I bet than 1,000. 10 and then infinite. I'm not better say one unit. And yes, I why a penny and I will also be an nature say one answer. And I say one you know,
Wow. Thank you for your time. I think this will open us to other deeper conversations about the creation, our existence on this earth, how we can grow to become who we have to become as far as this journey is concerned. I think that it's been a very insightful time with you. Any day we come to you, you give us more insight. If we want to learn together, we do every time. What platform can we come on to join and learn from you?
Yes, currently I'm on TikTok. Okay, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on YouTube.
Okay.
The information that I put out there, mostly I feel is heavy, and some of you aren't prepared for it. Okay, so I will try as much as I can to be taking conversation like this without the board. When I get the board, I usually go deeply. Okay, me run deep. And I will focus on information with you. It's not for the beginners. But one person starts here, you best start here root level, or fear, or guilt, or regret. May heal your fear if I help you to heal your fear. Okay? May I want some?
David.
You being afraid all the time. You feeling guilty because say abortion. You've already felt the emotion of it. Who can tell say if I know, I will never repeat this thing again.
You said that to yourself. So many people do that a lot.
You do that. So now stop punishing yourself.
The rest is punishment.
Stop punishing. Like every time you remember about what you did, the abortion now, you go back to the very first day that you did the abortion, and you open that wound up again, and you feel the fresh pain of it.
Oh, I get it now.
You see?
Yeah.
So if you understand that, papa, I wasn't supposed to do it, and so what you have to do is connect yourself to nature and ensure yourself that you will never repeat certain again.
That is fine.
Yes. It is all gone.
When we talk about the chakras,
yes,
from head to toe, What's the handle? Give me the handle so people can follow you on your social media handle, TikTok and other platforms.
TikTok and then YouTube. Okay, TikTok and YouTube. Woke Seeker. Just go and then you type the comment section, or if you want to send me a direct message, okay, go to the DM. Mostly it's on TikTok. Just go to the DM and then you send me, I need assistance with my awakening. State the reason why you want this awakening. Because most of you, when you reach out, all you want is money. And I don't assist with that. I don't do that. I'm not here to please you more. No. I am here to give you the information so that later on you don't say that no one has ever told me before.
I've never heard that before. That's what they tell you.
Yeah. If you are going to the church, let me just add this more thing. Oko church now, say oko bonfire, okay? If you are clapping, okay, make sure you clap loud. Clap with all emotion. Close your eyes, Now bonfire say, Erade, minimum, I don't know myself. I don't know how to create. I don't know how to come to you. But I know that if your will truly exists in me, I will find my way and I'm ready open for guidance. Okay? Go inside yourself. Create what you want. Because it's not about, say, if you finish prayer and then you go out, the society will drag you back to exactly where you were. You go back to square zero. You see? You go back to doubting yourself. You go back to being afraid. So if you create that timeline inside the Asori, be happy. Whenever you remember what you went and created in the Asori, let your heart gladdens. Feel the happiness that comes with you being able to achieve that thing. And I'm giving you less than 7 days. Life Diana. Okay?
Any contact?
Yeah, if you contact me on TikTok, I will have a conversation with you. I'll give you my number. When you are able to give me the reason why I should give you my number, I give my number to everyone. Okay, just that if I do it online like this, most people, like I said,
exactly.
Sika, my business is not moving well. Can you help me do this? It's not about your business. Earth system is about to run out of business.
It's part of it.
Wow. Movie as an Ebewu.
After
It's I said for April.
How was the time, Ben?
Nah, we have to be eliminated one after the other. We'll be eliminated during frequency. If we are not undiscriminated, the frequency never back. A bomb team. Also, no one who are dry. Men can say rapture never found. Why is back to nature. This planet will heal back to its original state. I can assure you that. So you can either choose to raise your vibrational frequency to align and receive the energies that are coming in, or you can choose to, it's all choices.
So you don't come to him for money.
No.
But you come because you want to learn and grow.
Yes.
And even state specifically exactly what you want him to help you with.
Yes.
He's ever ready.
Yes.
He is not charging you for a fee.
I don't take anything from you.
Thank you. So if after you feel like you want to support his ministry, nobody would say no to you.
Yes, that one.
Right? But then he's not helping you grow, and because of that he needs money. Yeah. You should also not disrespect the process. It's a very difficult one. Thank you so much for watching, and I think you've learned so much. I'll put the channel beneath the screen so you can follow both TikTok, both YouTube. You can also go there and watch all other videos. We have done a lot of teachings on the platform. Yes. You can go there and watch other videos to heal yourself. Thank you so much for being part of this. My name is Nyansa Boakwa. I am here with Work Seeker. Bye for now.